attitude, and how we can build the courage in like this time or like this situation when the things are really out of our control. So here's the few things that we have to understand, that as in the Buddhism, first thing is we always says about the one thing. It's about we talks about the precious of the human rebirth. So Buddhism, it talks about we always have to feel the very grateful for the what we have achieved. So that is the one thing that one very important thing. It's talking about the building up the positive attitude, how we can build up the positive attitude. The simple way, the how we can build a positive attitude is that we have to count the blessings, not the troubles. We have to count the blessings and not the trouble. So count the blessings and not the troubles means that we have to look that what the good things that we are having, what good things we are having. So that's why we say that we have achieved the human rebirth. That itself is one very, that itself is one very big thing that we are having it. And plus than that, you can look at you can look yourself, or you can look at your family members or your friend to see what good qualities they are having. And also you can look yourself at what the good things that you're having it. I can give you the one very simple example, that how we can very appreciate with what we're really having. And it is not very uncommon to hear that. It's not very uncommon to hear that someone, because of the accident, become a blind or paralyzed, but won $1 million in a settlement. That is not very uncommon to hear like that, no? So someone who got accidents and they become a blind or paralyzed, and but won $1 million in a settlement. Okay, it's not very uncommon to hear that. But the here's the one question comes: how many of us would like to trade places with that person? My question is, how many people would like to trade the places with that person? Not many of us. Not many. I'm sure not many. Not many. So that's why what I mean is that we. So that's why what does that mean is that we are the focus to complaining. We are focused on complaining about the things we do not have, but we have lose the sight of the things what we have. So this is they are the lot of things that a lot of things to be the thankful. So that's why I always says that the one thing that sometimes the main of the human problem comes from we do not see what the good things what we have. We always sees what we don't have. So that's why when we have to build up the positive qualities, positive attitude, first thing is that we have to see that what the good things that we are having. So that's why the Buddhism always encouraged to the people to see that we have achieved the precious, the human rebirth, and we are alive. in your life. So that's the thing, is that we have to try to see what the positive things we are having. So that's why I will suggest you all to try to see the positives, at least the 8 positive good things, at least the 8, okay, 8 positive things, or the 8 positive qualities of yourself or your family members. You have 8 good things, okay, that you're trying to see it, 8 things. But the thing is that when you looked in yourself, when you're trying to see your positive qualities, when you're trying to see the good things what you are having, when you start to count it, then you will see it. Once you see it, then you will feel that you are quite lucky enough to have all this. So that is the first thing about how to building up the positive qualities. Second important thing is that we call the right choice. Right choice. Right choice is that what I'm saying, that we have to make the right choice. What I'm saying, the right choice is that in our life we have the full of the choice. We have the full of the choice. Sometimes we feel very helpless, and sometimes that we feels that we don't have we cannot choose anything in the life. But in the reality, we have full of the choice. We can choose whatever we want in our life. Very simple way. I can give you the one example. When we eat too much, we make a choice to be overweight. When we eat too much, what are we choosing? We make a choice to be overweight. When we drink alcohol too much, we make a choice to have a headache. So this is the thing that we can choose. So choice have consequences. Choice have consequences, and we are free to make the choice. But the choice have consequences. So that's why what we are saying, what I'm saying is we have to make the right choice. Right choice only comes when you have the right motivation. You have to set the right motivation. When you set the right motivation, then you can make the right choice. So that's why now we can choose that how we will live. Whether we will live with the very strongly, or we will live with the demotivated, and will live with the worries, that we can choose. So that's why the second thing is that you always have to think that you will make the right choice. Life is full of the choice. But the one thing you should know here, that after we are chosen, then the choice will control us. We have the full, life is full of the choice. Once we have chosen something, then the choice will control us. When we eat too much, we make a choice to be overweight. Same thing, that what from this what you have to learn is that the life have a full of the choice, so you have to make the right choice. Right choice you can make when you set up the right motivation. So that's why every time whenever I think you may have heard before several times that whenever you started to listen the Dharma, always they say that you should set up the right motivation. Because once you have the right motivation, then you can make the right choice. So that's why lots of people choose to live with the fear, choose to live with the anxiety. That's their choice. But you might feel that you are very helpless. But in the reality, it's not in the helpless. You are choosing that. So that's why you have to choose, and you have to motivate yourself that you will live strongly. You will live without fear. You will live without anxiety. You have to motivate that. So that's the second thing is what I tell you is that make a right choice, right choice. Then the third thing is that the social responsibility, social responsibility. In the social responsibility, if I use a very technical Buddhism term, it's called the bodhicitta. I think many of you might heard about it, the bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, actually, that means the social responsibility. Social responsibility or bodhicitta here means that what you can do for the others. What you can do for the others. You have to motivate. You have to motivate yourself to benefit the other, benefit the society, benefit the whole the universe. I mean that might be a little bit sounds a little bit difficult, but when you can motivate yourself to the benefit the peoples or the society, that is the what we call the social responsibility, or maybe you can call as a bodhicitta. So let me let me let me give you the very short way. I can tell you the one small example, the what the bodhicitta or the what the social the responsibility here that what I means. So social responsibility or the responsibility, the bodhicitta, it is something, as I mentioned before, thinking the benefiting, thinking the benefiting of the society, thinking the benefiting of the others, especially like this in the time when we are suffer with the suffer not only the self, whole the world is suffering from this virus. And like this time, lots of the people are getting scared. Lots of the people getting scared because always the one question comes to our mind that what will happen to me? What will happen to my family? When you raise this questions, when this kind of the question comes to your mind, then you will get scared. Then you will get feared. Then you will get very unhappy, or then you will get very worried. So like this time, you always have to ask the question that what I can do for the humanity, what can I do for the society? You should think that way. What can I do? From your level, from your individual level, you can do a lot of the things for the others. It might be small. It might be small for you, but it can be a very big for the others. It might be the very small. Even you give a small, if you share the some of the positive, the message with the others, sometimes that can help others a really lot. Even the small of the sharing the positive message with the other. You might feel that is a very small, but for others, it might be not a small. It might be a very, very, very big help for them. So that's why here what I'm saying is the third thing is that the social responsibility or the bodhicitta. In this state, what you have to do is that what you can do is that you can think that what you can do for the others, what you can do for your families. Think that. Not to think that what will happen to you, what will happen to your family. So like this, especially like this in this situation, like this situation, very the very pandemic situation, when you see the world that's affected with this the coronavirus disease. when you're affected with this coronavirus disease, we are really very, scared. I can understand it. But here, the one thing you should know, that getting a scared, getting an anxiety, which not going to help anyone, either yourself or other. So that's why the here, what you have to think is that how you can benefit others. So that's why the here that I will suggest that you, it was very good time to the practice the bodhicitta. How the practicing the bodhicitta is that the first thing is that the questions. Okay, you always comes the right questions in your mind, that what can I do for the others? What can I do for the society? Even you are sharing with the family members or friends with one positive message. That also a very good thing. You are doing it. Okay, so that is the thing. Now the second thing is the how you can meditate. How you can meditate. That is the second point. Okay, so that's the second point, and that maybe I will cover on the next session. Okay, today's that we are just having the 20-minute sessions, and I think, yeah, so we finished the 20-minute session, and how to meditating on the social responsibility, or the how to meditate on bodhicitta, that I will cover up in the next session. And thank you very much. And so maybe I will say the small prayer. Okay, before stop at this session, I will say the small prayer. Okay. Okay, this is the prayer about the it's about the it's prayer that it says that may all the sentient beings sleep happily, may all the sentient beings get liberate from suffering. Okay. Okay, so I will say the small prayer, and you can also pray that may all the sentient beings, especially may the whole this world get liberated from the suffering and the pain and all this disease. May this all the people of the world may live happily. Okay. Oh yeah. Simje tamje dewa dan dewe ju dan de baro ju je simje tamje dunge da dunge ge ju dan de baro ju je simje tamje dunge me ben dewa dan men de baro ju je simje tamje ye ji jiao dan ni dan de we dan yo la ne baro ju je simje tamje dewa dan dewe ju dan de baro ju je simje tamje dunge da dunge ge ju dan de baro ju je simje tamje dunge me ben dewa dan men de baro ju je Simjian Damje Nirin Chadon Nidan Dreve Tanyon La Nevara Joje Simjian Damje Dewana Deve Jodan Debra Joje Simjian Damje Dunge Dan Dunge Ge Jodan Travara Joje Simjian Damje Dunge Meve Dewanda Medrava Joje Simjian Damje Nirin Chadon Nidan Dreve Tanyon La Nevara Joje Simjian Damje Dewa nan dewe jo dan demran jo je simjen tam je dunge dan dunge ge jo dan dabra jo je simjen tam je dunge mebe dewa dan men dravar jo je simje tam je nyeri jo dan ni dan drave dan yo la ne war jo je. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Then see you in the next session on Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.